December 1977, a year after the start of Argentina's last dictatorship, a young man walked into Holy Cross Church in Buenos Aires. He approached a group of women gathered there because their children had disappeared. He kissed them on the cheek. After they left the church, these 12 women were never seen again. Only one newspaper in Argentina covered these disappearances at the time, the Buenos Aires Herald, but in 2011 the work of its journalist Uki Goni was used as evidence to convict and sentence the undercover military officer in question to life imprisonment for crimes against humanity. Why is this story important for my PhD, which analyses the newspapers and political cartoons of Argentina's dictatorship? Like my work, it highlights the critical role of journalism in society, that it's not just relevant in real time when it appears, but can be used later as a point of reference in social, legal, political, post-dictatorship processes. It shows how journalism contributes to how we remember the past as social groups and how we see ourselves as community. But journalism's relationship with social memory is complicated, problematic, positive and negative. We all know that as media consumers, right? So I looked at 6 different dictatorship publications, 3 that supported and 3 that challenged it. I collected 200,000 words of article text in Spanish and English and 12 political cartoons. I learned 3 new linguistic methods of analysis, 2 from Western academia and 1 from Latin America. This all took a year of my life in my maybe late 30s. So why did I do it? Because I wanted to know 3 different things. First, how specific events and political leaders were represented. So I looked at small clusters of 20 articles. Second, to see how bigger ideas, democracy, freedom were developed. A software called Sketch Engine showed me to what extent, in what context these words were used across hundreds of articles. And third, to see how images and texts were used together in political cartoons. So, what was my most unexpected finding? Change. That the 3 newspapers that supported the dictatorship at the start distanced themselves from it at the end, highlighting that what we read are constructions, not reflections of reality. But here's the challenge. How can we make these constructions more accurate, more transparent? How can we understand why one journalist spends 40 years investigating human rights abuses in Argentina while thousands more stay silent? My research answers these questions academically, but its wider impact lies in how it can inform international guidelines, protocols, codes of practice for best practice, wherever media is at risk. I know we're not in Argentina in 77. We're in 2018, where media worldwide are at risk. An example, non-governmental organization this year, Freedom House, published a map with 49 countries today under authoritarian rule, 1/3 of the world's population under state censorship. The role of media in social memory processes raises many questions that are difficult to answer, but this map and my research show why we must continue to ask them. Thank you.